So you see, that is why I should co-host the show.
Me.
What do you mean it's not a good idea? It's a great idea. Oh, hey, reviewer. You okay? I've been having nightmares about bronies for the past month. I haven't gotten a wink of sleep. It's really starting to tear at me. Well, if you're too tired to host the show, you are not co-hosting the show. I have a job to do, and I'm going to do it. Now get out of my chair! Okay, I'm going. Oh, oh, no, I'll be fine. Just as long as I don't have to deal with any ponies this episode, I should be good. You're not gonna like what's on the schedule today, then. Why? It's, CR's reviews are magic. Oh, fuck!
Yes, CR seems to be the resident brony of That Guy with the Glasses team. As such, he has started a review show where he looks at episodes of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. And today's episode is The Mysterious Mare-Do-Well. Oh god, the pun.
Since I made the joke in my Super Nerds review, people have been speculating what my official opinion on the episode The Mysterious Mare-Do-Well has been. Well, right now seems to be the perfect time to play a clip I've always wanted to use since the first day I started reviewing.
Well, it stinks.
Oh my god! There is hope for humanity!
Rainbow Dash performs a number of rescues around Ponyville. But when the town and media starts proclaiming Rainbow Dash a hero, the fame goes to her head.
Oh no! There's something wrong with the baby! She's not cheering for every pony's favorite hero, Rainbow Dash!
Ah! What is that thing?
But when a mysterious masked pony starts outperforming her, Dash develops a jealous obsession with one-upping the Mare-Do-Well and finding out her identity. Spoiler alert, it was all of her friends trying to teach Rainbow Dash a lesson in humility.
Why? Don't you want me to be a hero? Of course we want you to be a hero. But a real hero doesn't brag. Gotta hand it to the girl. That Mare-Do-Well sure can pull off some pretty heroic feats.
Are you seeing this? I know, right?
If there's one thing that will always impress me about CR, it's his animation skills.
Here's my problem with this scene and why it ruins everything that's supposed to motivate me to support them. They know that they are all Mare-Do-Well, and they know the scheme is directed towards Rainbow Dash. So the only reason they are praising Mare-Do-Well is to piss off Dash. And I guess you could argue, oh, well, Dash was bragging before, so they were just giving her a taste of her own medicine. And I guess I could buy that, but it might have driven the point home a little better if they had complimented each other for what they did as Mare-Do-Well, and not themselves.
I must say I was impressed by that spell she used to fix the dam. Seems like something like that would take quite a bit of study.
Okay, you got your point across.
You know what I would love to have seen? At this point in the story, they all start to develop their own ego problems. So each pony thinks that they are the best Mare-Do-Well. Then during the big thank you ceremony, 5 Mare-Do-Wells show up. And of course, comedy and or mayhem ensues.
No, because that would actually be a pretty good storyline.
Here's the second reason the episode completely falls apart. The whole nature of a masked superhero, especially Batman, is to have the ability to work outside the limits of the law.
You betray the law!
He's good. He's gonna catch it in. Oh, a nostalgia critic joke comes right out of left field.
Batman doesn't need a search warrant. He doesn't need to follow police procedures, and he can carry bombs and sharp throwing weapons, which really leaves me wondering sometimes.
I don't want to risk killing someone with a gun when I can use this much more accurate and humane high explosive.
The sad part is that he's got a legitimate point there.
Mare-Do-Well looks a lot more like Spoiler, a DC heroine who would eventually become both Robin and Batgirl for a time. She chose the name because she was the daughter of the villain Clue Master, but didn't share his criminal tendencies. So she created an alter ego to spoil her father's plans.
When did CR turn into Linkara?
So yeah, there are connections to Batman. My point is, do you think there's enough of a criminal element in this town to justify the existence of a masked vigilante?
Of course they need their own vigilante. They've already got their own version of the Joker. Tell me I'm wrong!
It's not even vigilantism. They're just rescuing people. Oh, but there's a reason for the mask. Instead of hiding from everyone, they're just hiding from one person. And they do this because
it's cool.
Gur approves of this explanation.
But when you really think about it, it seems like instead of just performing the rescues themselves and being good examples about how one accepts praise with humility, they decided to pool their talents to make Rainbow Dash feel like crap. Because how is she supposed to compete? Just like Rainbow Dash, both Twilight and Applejack have spent their entire lives developing their respective skills. And Pinkie Pie? Well, she's just a lovable freak.
Lovable. Sure.
And here's the point where you can officially call bullshit on this one. Twilight, as Mare-Do-Well, saves both Rainbow Dash and the town by fixing a hole in the dam. Then she leaves. Then, right after Rainbow Dash comes to the epiphany that she can fly and Mare-Do-Well can't, thus regaining a little bit of her confidence, that's when Fluttershy as Mare-Do-Well flies by. First of all, this is clearly fanfare, which again hurts the argument of not being a braggart. And second, that's just vindictive, even from a literary perspective. You might as well have just adapted Cupcakes at this point.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
And this brought on a very strange feeling during that part of the episode. And you know what? I think Louis C.K.
What's with the eye?
puts my feelings into words the best.
Here's the difference to me between boys and girls. Boys fuck things up. Girls are fucked up. Boys just do damage to your house. Women are non-violent, but they will shit inside of your heart.
No arguments here.
So my final rating for this episode, 1.5 cutie marks out of 6.
You know, normally I get pissed off when people come up with rating systems based on something in the show, but I'll give CR this one because, well, each one represents an element of an episode.
Twilight story structure cutie mark. The Rarity art design cutie mark. Pinkie Pie cutie mark of comedy.
I'm going to skip the rest of the overall analysis. Let's just say he really gives this episode a piece of his mind.
Now, after all the dumping I did on this episode, you probably think I'm crazy when I say it's one of my favorite episodes because of it.
No, I think you're crazy for other reasons, but this is a pretty good contender.
First of all, there are people that enjoy this episode, and I don't want to take that away from you. And frankly, it's one hell of a justification for liking the series when you mention that it parodies the 90s Batman series.
Yeah, in one episode!
If you like it, more power to you. And second, I've got this weird philosophy. I believe entertainment is supposed to create an emotional response. And I think you can enjoy anger on the same level you enjoy fear, as long as you learn to manage it, or better yet, make it productive. And surprisingly, I tend to do some really great stuff when you piss the living shit out of me.
Well, yeah, that's what makes most review shows funny.
And seeing how different fans are viewing the morality of the characters and actions, this is definitely the most thought-provoking and exploitable episode in the series.
And this next segment is somehow my most favorite part of this review, and my least favorite. Why? Well, just watch.
Dear Princess Celestia, we were trying to teach our friend Rainbow Dash to be a humbler pony, but we ended up learning a lesson ourselves. You see, in an effort to teach one pony a lesson, we seemed to drag the whole town into it. To say the least, they really weren't too happy about it. I now realize that making a huge spectacle of yourself may negate any point you were trying to make about humility.
If the actual show actually had morals like this one, I might actually like the show better. Although this next part is pretty disgusting.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, I learned there's a little bit of an egotistical douchebag in all of us. I mean, why else would Dash's bragging even have bothered us in the first place? And Just like a douchebag, we wanted to help Rainbow Dash clean up her act, but ended up getting filled with the same thing we were trying to get rid of.
Ew.
So overall, this review really isn't that bad at all.
Even though I'm not exactly a huge fan of the subject material, I do respect the fact that CR is really critiquing something that he actually really loves.
Well, it's not exactly my favorite review series. Again, there's really nothing bad about it. I'm the reviewer. You review it, I review you.
Me.
I'm grabbing the spell book. I think that there might be a spell in there that can get rid of my nightmares. And it's gone.
What do you do when you're taunted by ponies? What has my life come to be? 1 month of nightmares and ponies making me scared have earned me absolutely no sleep. I can't change this outlook, and I can't find my spell book.